really good friend, Cait. I wanted to have her on my channel so she can actually share her talent with you guys. She is a very good makeup artist. Clearly.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. So this is the look that we actually filmed today, and if you want to know more, you should keep watching because you could look like me.
That's all I ever wanted. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Okay, I'm gonna start prepping your skin now.
Do it.
All right, so these are Dermalogica skin purifying wipes. Washing your skin, but without having to put your face in the basin of the sink.
Oh.
All right. I'm gonna spritz you with a little bit of antioxidant Hydra Mist. Do some skin hydrating booster and mix it with a moisturizer to prep you with. We want that glass glowy skin.
Oh my God, yes, that's like what's trending, so let's do it. So I know people don't know, but Cait is actually a professional makeup artist. She worked in New York for how many years?
7 years.
7? Oh my God, wow, I didn't know that. 7 years, and she was working with Sephora for a while. And then you freelanced by yourself?
Yeah, so I was with Sephora for almost 5 years. I became one of their lead senior artists for Manhattan.
You had a few A-listers. We won't go into detail. Paris Hilton.
It was real fun while it lasted. Now I'm in Florida, so we're making the best of it.
An up-and-coming star, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually gonna work, I know everyone who does makeup works a little bit differently. I'm gonna do your eyes first.
Okay.
The reason I like to do eyes first is because I feel like if we do get any eyeshadow fallout, if we get anything, you know, that we have to wipe up and clean away, we're not messing up our foundation or the base and then having to work harder. Work smarter, not harder. What I'm gonna start with here is some Too Faced Shadow Insurance. It's gonna go all over the lid. I'm gonna put a little bit underneath your eyes as well.
So me and Cait actually met because she was like visiting here before she moved, and she came into the store that I was working at the time, and me and my boss like hounded her and was like, yes, move here, we need you to work here with us, because I don't know, we thought she was pretty cool and edgy and her background was amazing, so. And then we were just friends ever since.
Yeah, it was so nice to meet like such a genuine, authentic, real person down here. Because it's so few and far between.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start building some color on your actual lid, and we want to do a little bit of like a cut crease, little Valentine's Day cut crease. So I think we're just gonna do like a really good muted, like flesh tone shade all over the lid. A couple shades lighter than your flesh tone, so we get a little bit of pop.
Oh, I like pop, girl.
Use is a Max Fix Plus spray, setting spray. I'm gonna wet my shadow brush with that, so we're gonna give it a couple good spritzes. And so what this is gonna do when I go in for the shadow, it's gonna give it like the highest amount of pigment impact possible and the highest amount of pigment. I want to say this for the record. Michael here doesn't like winged liner, which could look possibly pretty cool with this look. But what I'm going to do though is actually to kind of make it a little bit more natural is just take some brown powder, like a dark brown powder. And I'm just going to use that angle brush again.
Okay.
And I'm just going to pack it in nice and close to your lash line. So this is Dior Blackout Mascara.
Fancy.
And I mostly like it because the formula is really like liquidy.
Nice look.
You're pretty.
Thanks.
Have you done a heated lash cream before? Oh my God.
Do you plug it into the wall?
No.
Oh.
So this is like my favorite thing. The really cool thing about heated lash curlers is that when you do the mascara and then use this, the mascara obviously heats up and wets for a second and then dries, and when it dries, it holds the curl because it dries in that shape. So we're just gonna use Ardell short. These guys are just your short little individual lashes. I'm gonna go in with some tweezers and some Duo lash glue. The clear is my favorite thing in the world with this little brush. Thanks. I love Ardell lashes. I love Ardell lashes because the strips are always nice and skinny and thin. Because once you get to those thicker bands, it hurts, man. Like you could I have to trim the sides sometimes because it'll stab my inner eye. Or you end up trying to set one side and the other side pops off, and it's just it just really makes me mad. Honestly, I noticed I've got these double up lashes on, so.
Oh, those aren't your real ones?
That was the best compliment ever.
I'm serious. I thought those were your
oh
real
my god.
real
thanks.
lashes.
All right. I like you with these little individuals on. You look hot.
Cute.
Yeah. We're gonna go in with Smashbox. So this is a luminizing primer. So it's gonna give you super high bronzy luminosity to the skin, smooth out the pores. Skin is amazing. So you have a little bit of this golden undertone to your skin. So I'm just literally taking these on my hand, which I was using a metal palette forever to mix, and I have to tell you guys, I really feel like on your hand it's better. Easier, but I feel like you're working on warmth rather than on a cold metal surface, and I feel like the warmth helps, I don't know, just give it more just a better texture. I'm gonna spray my beauty blender with some of the Fix Plus. It's already damp and nice and plump and lovely, so that too is gonna give us this really soft, hydrated, plump,
I love all those verbs, and they're not verbs.
Adjectives.
There we go.
Mad Libs. Okay.
Yeah.
What you notice, I'm kind of bouncing it. I'm pressing and rolling it. When you press and roll with the blender, it helps build coverage really, really well.
Look at that.
Look at your perfect skin. So let's go in with a little bit of concealer.
I love me some concealer.
All right, so I'm going to use a Lancome.
Ooh.
Can we see what's happening here? Yes. So I love that one. So what I like to do in a bind is I love it on this wand because then we can kind of just go through and streak it. However, one of my other favorite secret tricks and tips is this Smashbox. The photo op. So I'm actually gonna apply this with my finger. Again, I really like my hands. I feel like are some of the best tools ever. So look straight up. And I'm just gonna tap this in with my finger and then blend out with a brush. So this is a under eye brightener, but it doesn't really give any type of coverage. It's all just really illuminating. So I actually mix this with a concealer because it's great for under eye. So it gives this instant pop of brightness. And kind of gives you
natural,
a natural glow. I'm actually gonna go a little bit down the center of your nose too. A little on your chin, why not? When we're contouring, we really want to go under the cheekbone, so your cheekbone's gonna be right here, almost if you do that little fish face, yeah. I'm actually just using a deeper foundation, but still with that golden undertone to complement your skin. And again, we were just talking about impact of color, right? So I feel it hugs your cheekbone really, really well right down here. So what I'm gonna do is actually just start to wrap this around. And we don't wanna do a lot. And I'm just blending this right now because I don't wanna mark this part out because especially around the hairline, it can start to look a little crazy. All right, so let's do the other side. this is the Opal highlight. It has just such a beautiful glow to it. I'm actually gonna have Mike turn this way towards me, and I want you to like watch this in action as I'm doing it, because it's pretty awesome. And because you have like this really beautiful natural like golden undertone to your skin, this is gonna really complement that. And again, we don't need to work with too much here, because a little bit of this goes a long way. I like to think of like parentheses around the face, so I'm gonna do a little bit around the brow and top of the cheekbone. And just like my general rule of thumb with everything, like just start with whatever you think is not enough and then just build from there. I want to kind of carve out your brows a little bit. So this is Anastasia's brow duality. So you have a matte shell. I don't need to do a lot. You want to really just concentrate it, really. You don't want to go all the way across. Again, real extra, and it's going to look like there's a lot of product there. I'm just concentrating right underneath the natural arch of your brow, so that when we blend it out, that's where the most intensity is. Let's wrap up the liner. I want to give your brows a little bit of definition. Put in our little crystals and give you some gloss, and then we're done.
Perfect.
Okay.
Damn, my eyebrows look really good, Cait.
Thanks. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish you off with a
I
little
look so good. Oh my god. Ooh, I love this look.
We need to like put a little heart right here.
I was just gonna say that. You read my mind. I was like, I think we should put like hearts on both sides.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me up, Cait. This looks so good.
Look, all of a sudden you have 2 crystals on your eyes. It's great.
This is the finished look, you guys. Take a good look.